So, maybe let's kick off with what you think are some of the most critical parts about delivering, amazing customer service.
Well, unfortunately, the bar is set very low. So, I mean, we've all been there to the restaurant, that, the service is horrible, or, the contractor that says, yeah, we'll be there on Monday, but they don't tell you which Monday they're coming. And so just doing a little bit more really vaults you above all of your competitors. And it's really the basics. Answer your phone, preferably live, show up on time, and do what you say you're going to do and stand behind your work. Now, it all sounds very basic, and I'm sorry it's not sexy, but really that's the basic. And if you can't get those four things down, don't try to do anything else because you're just going to screw things up. But get those four things really solidified. And then you can start adding on the experiences that people are going to start talking about. Trust me, like I'll every once in a while I have to answer our phones, and people are genuinely surprised that we answered the phone. Oh my God, you answered the phone. Well, yeah. What else? What else would I do? Or my technicians, they arrive at the homes on time, and they're like, "Holy crap, you're on time!" And so. But what we do is we create experiences out of all of the boring and mundane things we have to do day in and day out. And that's exactly what Disney does. They just figured out a way how to make arriving at a resort fun and exciting. So I give you a quick example for our carpet cleaning business, which we do both commercial and residential. So you guys can even copy this if you want. But one of the boring things we got to do is get into the house in order to provide our service. So we've scripted out an entire experience for this, and it starts out in the street because we park in the street. We don't park in the driveway. God forbid I got an oil leak. Now I got something else I got to clean up, right? The technician gets out in a clean, crisp uniform because he carries extra uniforms with him on the truck. He also does not smell because I forbid cologne and forbid smoking while you're on the job. Nothing worse than some guy who smells like the Marlboro Man who just took a shower in Axe standing in your kitchen. It's absolutely disgusting. And so, we'll go up to the front door. We've got a little gift and our special mat. We lay the mat down, which is just a logoed foot mat. We knock on the door. We don't ring the bell because salespeople ring bells. Friends knock. We take a couple of steps back. We wait for the customer to answer the door. Mrs. McGillicuddy answers the door, and we say, "Hi, my name's Stephen. I'm here to create your healthy home. May I come in?" So we don't just barge in. When she says yes, we do an exaggeration because, again, theater, show, we exaggerate wiping our feet on the mat. Then we put little booties on our already clean shoes. And as we're going into the home, we present Mrs. McGillicuddy with a gift. Now, when was the last time you had a home service professional come to your house? And I'm not talking like a tchotchke, like a chip clip or something, or a pen. I'm talking like, here's a nice little box, give you a gift. I'm going to hazard a guess it probably hasn't happened. But for us, it's not a big deal, but for the customer, it is. So in there is a bottle of spot remover, a bag of cookies, and a little note from me saying, "Thanks so much for allowing us into your home." Now, that is the process for us to get into the house. It's all a 2 minutes worth of stuff that's happening, but talk about word of mouth marketing. Oh my God, you'll never guess what the carpet cleaner did when he showed up at the house. They gave me a gift.